Hello everybody. This session will guide you on how to file your Excise e-returns from Tally.ERP 9. So let us look at the procedure. The first step is to verify your Excise return. Let us move to Tally. So I have a company here for which I'm going to file my Excise returns. The first step is to verify your Excise return. For this, go to Display, Statutory Reports, Excise Reports. So I'm going to show the procedure for a manufacturer. The similar procedure can be followed for a dealer. Excise Forms and ER1. So this is my excise report for April. The first thing you must check is the statistics of vouchers. So the total number of transactions in this data for April is 4. Included transactions again are 4, excluded 0 and uncertain transactions 0. So verify this. Ensure that the correct transactions have been included in your return. Excluded transactions, if anything is appearing under this excluded transactions, you have to verify that the relevant transactions have not been excluded. And the most important is the uncertain transactions. If you have any transactions showing under uncertain transactions, you have to drill down and rectify them if there's a mismatch or anything is appearing as an exception. The next is to come to the computation, check the computation. Next, come to the payment details, check the transactions that have come as included, and if there's any transaction that is not included, this payment is payment made to the government for your excise duty. So if any transaction, any payment transaction has gone as not included and which is pertaining to this period, you must check it and find out the reason why it is not included and rectify that issue. So once you have rectified all your uncertain transactions and not included transactions and finalized your return, you have to click on Save. So F6, Save. This will save the return with the values that are existing currently. So I'm going to save the return. I will say yes, and the return is saved. Let us again go back to Form ER1. And now I can file my e-return. So I'm going to export my e-return from here, which will be in as an XML file. Export location. By default, it will take the Tally path. You can always change it. Output file name. It will be a file with extension of .xml. You can specify the date, place, and remarks. I have exported it. It has come in my Tally.ERP 9 folder. So I have created a separate folder for my excise e-filing, and I'm going to copy this XML file to this folder. Now the next step, so we have seen parts of this. So the first part we saw was verifying excise return, which is done. Saving the return is done. Exporting the return is done. The next step is to download the XML schema from ACES website. So this is the website aces.gov.in. This is where you will get the XML schema for your return, and you are going to validate your excise return against this XML schema. So once you come to the website, you can go to Downloads. And this is where you will get the XML schema pertaining to the return that you are filing. So I'm filing ER1. I'm going to download the XML schema for ER1. If you're filing ER3, you can download the XML schema for ER3. For Excise dealer also, you have a separate XML schema. So click here to download the XML schema. I have already downloaded the XML schema, and this is the file ACES_ER1, and it will have an extension of .xsd. Alright, so that step is done. We have downloaded the XML schema. The next step is to validate the return using Notepad++. So now we are going to validate our exported return against the XML schema using Notepad++. So if you don't have Notepad++, you can download it from Google and keep it in your system. So now let us open Notepad++. I'm going to open the file now. So this is the XML file that we have to validate. Open the file. Now you have to go to Plugins and XML Tools. So when you download Notepad++, there are chances that you will not get the plugin for XML Tools by default. If you don't get it, go to Plugin Manager, Show Plugin Manager. Here it will show the list of plugins. You can come to the end, you will get XML Tools. Since we have already added the plugin, it will not show in the list. If you don't have XML Tools showing in your plugin menu, you can come here, click on it and click on Install. So I have installed it. It will come under Plugins, XML Tools, and you have to click on Validate Now. Now it will ask me for the XSD file. So the XSD file is also with us, which we just downloaded. Click on OK. It gives a message that XML is valid. So if you do not get this message and you are getting an error file, then you have to rectify those errors. The details will be given here in Notepad++ itself. You have to rectify those errors and generate the XML file from Tally.ERP 9 again and do the validation in the similar manner again until you get this message of validated successfully. We also have a knowledge base article on a lot of errors that you might encounter, and you can use the same to rectify those errors in your return. So for this, you can go to Tally.ERP 9, click on Help. From Help, click Knowledge Base, and this is the screen that you will get for knowledge base. Here you can search for Excise e-return errors. So you can refer these articles and rectify the errors in your return and use the same for filing. So let us see the next step. And so you have validated the return using Notepad++. Now you can upload the return. So it's as simple as that. Once you've validated your return and you get a message that the file has been validated successfully, you can take the same XML file and upload it in the ACES website in your login. So here, go to Central Excise, give your username and password, and you can upload your Excise return. So let us look at the procedure again. First step is to verify the Excise return, which is there in your Tally.ERP 9 data. Save the return, export the return, download XML schema from ACES website, validate the return using Notepad++, and upload your return. Thank you.